Now we're gonna go live. There we go. There we go. It's running now. All right. If you guys don't know, it's going. By the way, let's go ahead and give a shout out to legendary Slowpoke. Gotta always, you know, gotta give props.
Another Cyclops. Right.
What have you been playing?
What?
I miss doing random ops in the verse.
Cyclops now?
Even though that game scares the shit out of me, I'm gonna have to get it so that way.
Bro,
So, yeah.
we can fucking oh, I need
So give that follow to legendary Slowpoke, by the way.
Yeah, we can. Oh my gosh, he's.
What? Oh, by the way, in terms of picking characters for today, we have Operator 3C and we have Song 1A. If you haven't seen Subnautica with Scare, I think I played it once. Don't remember how. My son has Subnautica, and it looks pretty damn scary. Okay, we're going to be using Song 01A. By the way, if you don't know, we, Song 1A has been uploaded to the interwebs. So if you want to use this character at all, what is it now? Hey, how do I do the Chrome browser thing? Hello, there it is. Star Citizen custom characters. Song 101A is available for download. My goodness, they have the most insane characters up here. People just loved to have the weirdest items. How am I creating a new character? Let's check. Yeah. I mean, you can't... Yeah, make a new character if you like. They've got new ones, and you know, if you don't want to go through the motions of like having to actually build them, the presets, you know, you can always just download them, put them into your user folder, and you can make you can load up a custom character that's already been pre-made by other people. I mean, this big boy here is kind of crazy looking, and it looks actually kind of cool. This dude right here, that's not bad. I mean, I don't make characters that look like this. I mean, I probably should try, but it is a very interesting looking dude. Gotta admit. I applaud them for the uniqueness. So these are pretty good. I like some of this variation. I know my character's in here somewhere that I uploaded. There it is. So yes, the one we're using today, Song 01A, is available for download. So if you like to use her in all your adventures, just go ahead and check it out on the Star Citizen CustomCharacters.com website. I'm going to link it in chat. Check it out. If you want to get your own presets, there is a Jared Huckabee lookalike and a few other funny characters that people have made that kind of look like celebrities. What are the most liked ones? The most liked ones are kind of goofy. Oh my goodness. What is happening here? There's a Chris Roberts character. There's one that looks like Disco Lando right here. Just a John Wick. The hell? And you know what? There's some good quality stuff here. I'm not sure about these ones that look like they have balloon heads. That's kind of crazy. This Obi-Wan, this is a quality Obi-Wan character right here. Gotta be honest, man. The blue guys, I don't know how they're doing that. The tier 1 teeth, what the heck? And the base clone trooper, that's really good. I like these. Yeah, there's a Yondu character. Is there another button to change the home planet? Oh, well, you know what? If you're gonna do that, you're gonna have to recopy your character. Well, I want to say recopy. You're gonna have to reset your character. Dude, Dr. Disrespect is insane. But tell me this, Ferg, if you reset your character in your settings, you know how that just kind of changes your location, but I think it actually allows you to change your character, no? I think no home planet change until the next patch. Character repair, I think, allows you to change your location, right? Or move your... It does not change the home planet. Oh, okay. Yeah, well... Yeah, that causes a lot of issues, really. I think it's pretty... Because it's a really... It's kind of a nuclear option. Yo, Heisenberg is really good. Gordon Freeman, Clint Eastwood, not bad. Not bad. I'm generally impressed by everything I'm seeing right here. And there are a few here, if you don't know some of like internet memes, there's some YouTube streamer stuff in there, which is kind of hilarious. Anyway, let's get into the verse. I said we're gonna do Pyro, we're gonna do Pyro. And let's see if we can avoid all the bad guys. Don't know if we can, but we're gonna try. And today we're gonna be using our Red Festival clothing, so we'll see how that goes. A response was never received from the host. What the hell does that even mean? Is something wrong with like Star Citizen servers? Yes, we're gonna avoid the baddies because we are one. This gal is a baddie. What the hell is going on? A response was never received from the host. What is happening with Star Citizen right now? Is this a problem with Free Fly? Is that in the game log? You know what? I feel like we should just quit the game and start over again. All right, let me get the reapply my DLSS 4.5 overrides and then launch the game again. I think it has something to do with just, I don't know, hanging out on the menu screen for too long and maybe the game just like falls asleep. Who knows? But the interesting thing I'm noticing is that Star Citizen refuses to like show up in OBS until live becomes a thing. I don't know why. The Vulcan hook doesn't seem to work. And you have to use either like window capture or display capture. That's working. So that's good. And go back to best. Let's make sure that my character is saved. Nope, didn't save it. So we're gonna load and save. Load. Holy shit, they need to work on. I'm still working on Tiffany. Tiffany is not in a state where I'm liking it yet. Not really going for it yet. I'm gonna have to tweak this one until I get it right. So for now, I'm gonna stick with song. All right. Come on. Let's get into the universe. Good grief. A response was never received from the host. Here we go. How did I get to the character customizer? Here. So, I'm gonna switch to main. Okay, so legendary slowpoke. If you're looking for the character customizer, you see here under persistent universe, tap that once, and at the very bottom there's character customization right there, and you should be able to go in. It probably okay. What happened? It just like tripped out. No, dude. You know, there's a million things in Star Citizen which don't make any sense. Like some buttons that don't ever show up where you think they would, or buttons that don't work the way they should. So don't worry about it, man. Right now, the game is not even working properly. I'm kind of worried about this. Like we have like words on the screen that don't disappear when they should disappear. And like setting my character apparently is not working right now. I can't change my character. Response was never received from the host. Well, it looks like we're not going to be changing to song after all. We might be having to use operator 3C, which is fine. CIG makes so obvious UI, makes it not so obvious. Yeah. I don't want to assume anything, but I have heard that a lot of the UI stuff was made by were concepted by some folks who never actually worked on UI for like, I won't say for games, but for, you know, UI systems, signage and display. I don't know. I could be wrong. Yeah, I mean, before 1.0, I think they just got to do a top to bottom review of everything. Like the button. Well, it's also like, why is my dude like no clothes? I think that this is like maybe this could be a problem with FreeFly. I heard that like 4.6 right now. 4.6 right now is like hanging on by a thread. You'll notice most of the UI in Star Citizen right now, everything is around that center, and then all the useful things are like smashed up to the side. Even on like a menu screen. So a menu screen should make it quite clear where you're going instead of like pushing everything out. Everything that's important should be in your face. There's sort of a problem where every UI system nowadays is trying to copy Netflix, which is, to me, is like the worst way you can go. You ever tried playing Battlefield 6? Battlefield 6, like the main menu screen is you just want to get to Conquest, and they put like a featured browser of modes in front of you, and like none of them you want to play. And like the one that you want is somewhere on the very end of the list, but in order to get to the list you have to look for these little arrows that are in the very corner of the screen to kind of move between modes. And even then, it's not quite what you want. It's just a whole lot of nonsense. Anyways, the Netflixification of everything. So, yeah, I've heard that live is also a dumpster fire right now because of the servers are... Well, look, here we're gonna do display info. Server FPS right now is like 10 to 11. Sometimes dipping below 10 server FPS. Oof. Yeah, seriously. UI, I don't know. I think there's actually some kind of change in the discipline of designing interfaces now. Meant it's not designed by the design team, it's now designed by the either the marketing or the financial group or something. Like, everything needs to be made to increase our money. It has nothing to do with usability. It's about engagement. Engagement to get us to the store or whatever. Okay, we're told that in order to wear a hat now, you have to put on your undersuit, and then you got to put on your hat. Then you can actually wear your armor. So they undid the good, and they made it difficult again to wear things. So if we're going to be doing this Red Festival thing, where is that Red Festival stuff? Oh, here it is. There's Red Festival, and then there's Year of the Rat. Let's see what Red Festival looks like. Interesting. Kind of neat. It's very... It has sort of like this mystical cyberpunk kind of look, I guess. The Year of the Rat has the Year of the Rat right on the belly. Kind of neat. Now, Vibe AI UI design. They took cues basically from the CFO, probably. I'm not talking about Star Citizen, but like most games in general seem to be pulling their cues from the CFO. The CFO demands to have more engagement to the store, and I never tried these. Hey, look at the helmets with the skulls in them. What the frick? That's kind of crazy. Yikes. Kind of a contrast in themes here. Year of the Rat, and then you have the deathly head. Okay, let's just put the so it's like a special Calva helmet, right? Kind of neat. So can't just go anywhere like this because it's kind of useless to go exploring with an undersuit and a helmet, and that's all. So we need to match this up. Let's oh yeah, by the way, we need to get a hat on, right? Clothing, headwear, if this is how it works, right? Can I do... It doesn't work. So I have to put a... What is it? How is it now, Ferk? You put the hat on, then you put the undersuit? So I can put this on and then put an undersuit? Is that how it works? Okay, that's not working. Or in 4.6. In 4.6 we can do it the cheat way. Put the undersuit. The hat pick I just sent took off your helmet. Okay, we gotta do it the cheat way. Or hold on. I have to be able to put it in my storage somehow. So I need to go and get a core, matching core for something like this. It's gotta be red, right? What are we gonna use for a red core piece? Again, we're just trying to get dressed so we can go to Pyro. You gotta have the proper drip when you're going on exploration. So the proper drip to match with this Red Festival has got to be this red. There we go. Damn, look at that. It goes perfectly. Okay, to go with that, let's get some legs. Probably going to be the Red Voyager legs, right? Okay, so where is it? Venture. Lord of the Drip Festival. That's kind of where we're going. Oh, look at that. See? It matches great. All right, let's see if the arms will be okay. We don't really need the arms, but you know what? We may need a little bit of armor. Just in case. things get hairy in Pyro. You know, we got to have at least a few points of damage mitigation. Ooh, it kind of goes. You know, the colors go very well. I think the only thing that may not go well is probably the backpack. The backpack, I mean, there's only one that kind of has red that's also light. And it would be this guy right here. That is absolutely true. We get ready in real life a lot faster than we do in Star Citizen because, you know, you gotta match all this stuff here. Okay, and then the helmet. We'll put on the Calva helmet again. Let's see, you put it in the backpack, right? And then you get the hat, headwear. What is... Ooh. This might go. Check this out. Well, let's see if it works. We got him, right? Throw on. Okay, we switched to the Squadron 42 view. Okay, it's not showing anything. Dude, inventory is so slow right now. Hello. What's going on? Let's pull up the console. Good God. Server FPS is somewhere around 7 to 10 right now. Oh shit, look at that. Inventory's not... I don't know what's going on. It's... There's an interesting little console item up here. It says pending moves 5. Delay. I think this is by seconds. 84 seconds. Processing 130. Okay, pending moves 4. What is going on? What is wrong with the system? Well, maybe while we're waiting for that shit to go on, let's just leave the room. Maybe, I doubt it has any. We're also in New Babbage, which is probably bleeding and getting crushed from the weight of everybody dropping their shit off here at the same time because dynamic server meshing does not exist yet. Server FPS is about 11 to 12 right now. At least client side, we're getting 75 to 80 FPS, so that's good. If you don't mind nothing actually happening correctly. All right. Oh boy. Another bad day at the mercy of the networking gods. Well, here goes nothing. Maybe we can get something from inventory to work here. There should be an inventory slot somewhere nearby. Yes, next to Kelto. Well, now this is really cool. Check this out. A gigantic ass sign that points down to these. I was actually thinking this was going to be like the monitor for this, so everybody in the world could see like who's see what you're doing and see, oh my god, that guy's a criminal. All right. Okay, inventory is here. So, let's see if it works now. Inventory. Switch. There we go. Equip. It works. Success. For now. All right. We did pretty good. Not bad. All right, for today's adventure, we're gonna need sustenance, food and drink. Put it in my backpack. I need I have kind of a preference for the citrus beef burritos, but also I kind of like the Godmother sandwiches. What do you say we get? And of course the damn thing like freezes up.
Hey there.
What is that, CIG? Why does it freeze? How about 2 citrus beef burritos, please? Tilapia burritos. Oh, okay. I gotta start looking into those also. No dehydration. Oh my god, what is wrong with the game right now? That's right. Area 18 actually has some good variations of food, but you know, the best thing that you'll find in New Babbage are, you know, the sandwiches and the smoothies. We're also going to get 2 Godmother sandwiches because those are actually pretty good. See, I know that you're doing this on purpose. You funnel everybody to one planet to test something, right? Nothing in this game is done without a purpose. A nefarious, underhanded purpose, which is to stress everything out to see how well it works under stress. The fruit juice is pretty good. They don't have the smoothies here, though. And I don't know if this is really like an old wives' tale, but you know what? Cruise Dark is actually one of the best drinks because it also, not only does it take care of your thirst, it takes a little bit of hunger out of the way too. So New Babbage is sort of like a destination for most of the Alliance aid transfers of inventory, or the origin of it, and also the destination for some of the I won't say the cadavers, but basically the frozen popsicles that are coming in from Levski. Maybe it's an experiment in trying to get...
It was my niece Tilly's equivalency ceremony last week, and it was just lovely.
Jared?
Should parents spend too much on it? Sure. But I guess when your kids nearly dropped out to join a gang, you gotta celebrate any wins you can get.
Listen to this response. There was no response. The guy just walk away. Okay, the transaction. Identical. Well, okay, good grief. You know what? Forget it. Nothing. You know what? Maybe the farther we get away from the Stanton system, the better. Okay, look at that. I took off my helmet and it's back on my head again. Not the best performance server-wise, looks like. Let's try that again. Get a little bit of ammo. I'm thinking we go with C-54 again. It's lightweight. It allows us to carry an SMG in a backpack. The drip is cool. It's a very red festival. I like it.
Capsule now approaching station. Stand clear of
Check
disembarking
that
passengers.
out.
The capsule will be leaving the station momentarily.
All right. I'm picking up ammo. What
Doors are
can we
now
use for exploration? We need to do quick in and out. We may not need to have like a ground vehicle. Maybe it'll help. I don't know. If we're trying to explore most of Pyro without getting bothered and still escape with our lives, we can do either a light vehicle, or I mean a light ship by itself, a medium ship with a light vehicle. Of course, when you have a light vehicle in a medium ship, there's always the chance you'll get, I don't know, someone will sneak aboard your ship, so that's kind of a consideration. Nope, not Tobin.
Doors are now closing. Nearing next stop.
I'm trying to think, like, what ship allows you to have a vehicle in the back, but also allows you to be the only one in the ship, you know, in the ship at a time through the door. I feel like it's got to be a ship that has two entrances, so that could be something like the Zeus. Zeus has two entrances. You can use, you can load probably something in the rear, and you can come in through the front, I guess. I think a lot of people have talked about the Hermes, in the sense that you could probably fit a small vehicle in the back and then just come in through the front elevator. Front elevator, though, is a little crazy because, you know, people could sneak on the elevator with you. By the way, if you guys are looking for the best smoothies, Garcia Greens is it. Right there, buddies. Soul Detox smoothies and the Citrus Rush. Some of the best drinks out here. You guys don't sell coffee anymore, do you? Right? Oh, shoot. He doesn't. I don't think he sells coffee anymore. Because there is no coffee machine here. He actually used to take orders for coffee. Sandwiches are great too. Yeah. You can find those over there at Twins. They have a whole rack of some of the best sandwiches. They've got turkey breast, smoked bologna. They got all kinds of stuff. It's stuff you apparently can't find anywhere else in the galaxy. They take up little space. What's up, Bear Squish? Thank you for the lurk, by the way. We solved the problem with resubs also, in the sense that they were giving kind of the goofy, not very cool animations notifications. I was like, what is that going on? It's a Streamlabs issue, apparently. Oh, okay. So yes, sandwiches. Gotcha. We gotta compare between Godmother and, you know, some of the other sandwiches that they also sell over at Twins. By the way, let's give a shout out today for Bear Squish. Bear Squish, thank you for being a repeating sub. Let's see. Well, in our backpack, we want to have some rounds. Okay, so we want to be able to protect ourselves while we're on the planet or in Pyro. So I say C-54, gotta have at least 31 rounds. I mean 31 magazines. However, we need to wait for the transactions to happen because nothing is working very well here. Is this just New Babbage? Am I the only one who's having this problem? Sheesh. Kind of just staring at my kiosk, waiting for the transaction to process. Okay. What is the what's going on here? We're still at like 11 server FPS. What's going on, CIG? So even if CIG is like using this event to force players into one area to, I don't know, test dynamic server meshing, I think maybe the test is failing successfully because it's not working. Because the transactions are still stuck, inventory is very slow, server FPS is down. So whatever it is, CIG, you're trying to get out of this, it's behaving as you would expect. I just want to buy ammo. Oh my god. Okay. How about we just don't? You know, let's just go and fly by the seat of our pants, which I think is sort of the point of Star Citizen right at this point. Let's just go and deal with stuff as it happens. That's the best way to live in this game. You just gotta roll with the punches, deal with the bugs, and don't think too hard. We've got our Red Festival gear on. I think we look pretty good. Maybe inventory will be better when we're inside of our hangar. Oh boy, train's gonna take forever. Before we leave, we've got to stock up on our med pens. We'll keep a med gun. We'll keep a generic med gun in our side pockets. One SMG, one generic cargo box. What's up, man? How's it going? Seconds. Ah, it's just like real life. Slow trains and everything. Hopefully the train at least arrives on time.
Capsule now approaching station. Stand clear of disembarking passengers.
Okay.
The capsule will be leaving the station momentarily.
Let's go. Wasting a lot of time here. Take me to the spaceport. Looks like a starry night here in New Babbage. You can see Port Tressler way up above. We're gonna grab our vacationing gear and go. The game crushed under the weight of a free fly event. And if it's bad like this for me, can you imagine what it's like for somebody who's never played the game before? They'll be like, what is, you know, they don't, new people who are trying the game for the first time are going to be wondering like, okay, I hit the I button, my stuff's not there, when I go to buy things, nothing is happening. Is this the game? and then they're gonna walk away and never touch Star Citizen again, and it's just like, what is happening? You saw that in some game chat? Oh my god, I'm afraid to press F12 to see what kind of stuff, bad shit they're saying about the game. They're just like, is this how it is? Like, you guys, I can't believe you guys play this. You got friends stopped completing his event. ATC was dead? Good grief. I wonder if I can even leave the planet. This guy is ready for us to rock and roll. Sir, I hope you're not watching my stream, because I hate to have to run into you later on. Trust me, I'm up to no good. You don't want to be around me. He couldn't turn his cargo mission, and the ASOP didn't allow any ships to be called Lagrange. Oh my goodness.
And welcome to New Babbage, capital city of microtech.
People are just gonna, it's just gonna reinforce some people's opinions that somehow the game is a scam. Because they'll just, half the people on Reddit are gonna be like, hey, you know what, it's not a scam, come on. I'll show you how it's not a scam. There's a free fly event happening in a week or something like that. And then they'll be like, try it for yourself. And if you're not convinced this is the best game ever, I don't know what else to tell you. And so everybody jumps on for free fly. And guess what? Nothing works. And it just, and you know, word of mouth marketing, wisdom is, if one person likes your product, they'll tell like 3 of their friends how cool it is. If someone has a really bad time, they're gonna go and tell like everybody. And you know, that's just how it works. And I don't know, they'll tell 20 people that the game is broken, and they're like, you know what, you're right. Yay, they were convinced. Just like this. My hangar is missing. I have a small hangar instead of the one where my ships belong. I don't know. Shall we open? Let's see what F12 says. Well, we are now in an instanced area. Hopefully inventory works a little bit better here. Let's get all the food into our chest piece. By the way, when the new inventory rolls out, dragging items from your backpack to your legs or your core armor is gonna not be anything as simple as it is right here. You're gonna need to open 2 panes of inventory, one on the left and the right, and then drag from one side to the other side to get something from your backpack to your legs, or from your legs to your backpack, or from your core armor to the backpack. Fun times. And yes, local inventory right now is broken. I can't load anything right now.
Welcome to the
Dude.
ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Okay, and we have an Avenger Titan. We can do that.
Please visit us again.
Jeez.
Goodbye.
Let's see if the vehicle thingy works. I'm hoping. Okay. Yeah, good. It seems to have everything we need. Great. We can at least call that out, I hope.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been delivered to the vault. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
How long before free fly is over, so I know when the start working again? Bingo, there's the ship. Okay, everything is so bad right now. Hell, I wonder if the 2 SCU box in the back is still there. I still need my stuff. Can I? Oh my god. Okay, so how much can we get away with without having anything with us? We can just buy new stuff, I suppose, if we get the frick out of here. Oh my god. How about pending moves? 0 delay. I'm not sure if this is like a thing, but I think there's like a 3-minute delay or something with inventory. Average 5 seconds, last 1 sec. Processing 368 things. It won't even load what's in my backpack, dude. Okay, you know what? Let's just get out of here. Let's just leave. The game is... Yeah, right now everybody is just pissed off because the servers are so broken right now. And it's funny because at the moment, everybody is kind of just pissed off at the people who are playing the game for free. They're saying blame the freeloaders, and it's kind of crazy because those are the people that the marketing team is trying to get into the game right now. What's happening versus 1? If I had 14 days free fly, I can tell you. I remember that it took me around 4 hours to find out how to get into your hangar. Oh, yeah. Well, I just did not scroll the elevator menu. It took me 1 to 3 months to get warm with daily bugs and the map. Beginners need a bit longer. No, I get you. The game itself does not have it's not beginner friendly. There is a beginner tutorial, but I feel like they threw that in there as sort of like I hope this is the bare minimum to get people started. But because all the systems keep changing, a tutorial at this point probably just makes it worse for people, because the systems are barely hanging on for their dear lives to show you what there is right now. And they introduce free flies to people where the back end can barely handle it. I don't know. I feel like I wonder. So server meshing was kind of supposed to like be the magic bullet for this all, but I think it's because static server meshing can't do all those things. Okay, you know what? We can't even pull inventory. Okay, so maybe we need to get we need to get off this planet. Let's not do anything near New Babbage. Let's go to a far away place. Yes, you are probably correct in skipping the tutorial. The best thing that anybody can do, and unfortunately this is something that no one can teach anybody, is to either have a friend or to get lucky with some chat and be like, hey, I need help, and somebody actually helping you. Because personal help, good personal help, is probably better than any tutorial, because they can set the correct expectations for what you're going to experience. Maybe even the best way to get hand-holding as a beginner is to use that what is the foundation thing, where you go on the website and you actually ask for help, and then there are people there who can actually group up with you and teach you
Everyone here hopes you
everything.
enjoyed your visit to Microtech.
In fact, I think until Star Citizen gets that 1.0 experience where there'll be like a buddy NPC or something that kind of walks you through certain processes, it's better to have somebody that just sort of teaches you as if they were a tour guide. Like, they'll just walk with you around places and be like, hey, I see you're new to this part of town. I hope you'd probably want to hang out with me, and I'll kind of show you the ropes around New Babbage. And then they'll just kind of role play as somebody who's kind of showing you around a city for a first time. And then slowly they'll introduce game systems to you and teach you which buttons to push that help you understand what you're doing. And then from there walk you through systems that'll help you understand flight and interacting with objects, that kind of thing. Yes, the guide system. Okay, we're gonna go to Microtech L2. Maybe this will be a place which is far enough away from people where maybe we'll be in a different, I don't want to say shard. Maybe, I don't know how we'll know, but server FPS, maybe it'll change. But you have to scroll to see it. Ah, there you go, Ferk. That's the Netflixification of the UI system. You've got important things, but in order to see them, you have to scroll somewhere where it isn't readily available to anybody. Okay, we're at Microtech L2. We're approaching a station which is hopefully far away from everybody else. Let's go ahead and check. Server FPS is still really bad right now. It's under... It's like 10 to 11 right now. I don't know if that's going to mean things are going to be very bad for us buying something, but we'll find out now. Maybe we're still too close. Where else can we go? Let's look at the star map. So Microtech L2 is probably still in the same server as everybody who's trying to do stuff. So let's go to Microtech L5. How about that? Maybe that won't be. It's 45 gigameters away from everybody else. That's exactly what I'm thinking, Ferk. Okay. It's obstructed. What the hell just happened? Don't you do that to me. It was... There we go. Okay. Now, maybe we'll get somewhere this time. 45 gigameters. We can watch the server stats up in the upper right-hand corner and see if it changes from 10 to 15 to anything higher than that. I don't know if this is an improvement, but I'm starting to see numbers like 20. I don't think we're quite out of the server range yet. So there's a shard ID. I don't think that's it, right? Because shard ID covers the entire universe. But there's no... okay, there is a server. This is kind of neat. The console thing says, we're on like server US East 1B SC Alpha 460 blah blah blah. Restarts 0. Population shard 531, server 45. I'm not really sure if that, maybe in this particular server, meaning the region we're in, there's 46, 47 people in this server. On the shard itself, there's 530 something people. I'm thinking that's what I'm reading here. Shard is the whole cluster? Okay. Now, there was a Star Citizen talk show where Jared Huckabee basically kind of put his head into his hands. He face-palmed because a dev had said, you know, when we get the server meshing running, we get it all working, we should see thousands, if not millions, of people in the same place. And he was just like, don't say that. Don't you dare say that. And then, you know, ta-da. Server name. I don't know. I feel like maybe server name should be more like zone. Server zone, because you're basically, the servers actually govern a particular zone or area around space, right? Whereas a shard is basically a piece of a gigantic pie of systems that run the entire game. Yeah, Jared knew that. Dude, whatever they're gonna say is not how it's gonna play. Okay, well, guess what, guys? The assumption was kind of wrong. Server FPS here is just as bad as it is everywhere else. I think what it is, okay, so even with static server meshing, CIG can designate which zones of space are governed by particular servers. So they've done this before. They've said, like, okay, one server is going to run Microtech, Hurston, and some of these stations, and they're not like contiguous areas. So it's not really based on distance. It can be based on types of points of interest that they throw into different servers.
That request has already been granted.
All right, let's land and let's go buy our stuff. Server FPS is approximately 9 to 10 right now. It's pretty bad. What we need to pick up here: med pens, ammo, a freaking gun. We don't even know if this place has... Didn't even bother to check if this place has any of the services we need.
Landing complete.
Yeah, we'll even have to refuel.
Engines offline.
No, that's actually interesting. Pyro probably has less in this particular patch because of the event. Because majority of the people doing the event won't need to go to Pyro unless they're doing like the quests that require like pressurized ice. However, for everybody who's not doing the event, this is actually a good time if you wanted to check out parts of the game that have nothing to do with the event and are all the things that people have been avoiding because of PvP, probably. Interesting that Star Citizen's ATC put me in a medium hangar with a small ship. There we go. Let's go pharmacy. There we go. Gonna waste a bunch of money here. Throw it in my backpack, please. Just give me... Yeah, just give me 5. Come on.
Striped shirt, red and white hat, and glasses. Could you please contact the front desk to let us know where you spotted them? Thanks.
Oh boy. The game is on its knees.
health? At Kelto
Let's look at
RX,
chat.
medicine isn't only about healing. It's about being your best. Ask your med tech about optional medical services.
All right, let me take a look.
Could I just... You know what? I can just buy it from over there.
What better way to sell it? Ready to
Forgot I can just buy it from this spinny
use
thing.
one of our convenient self-check-in terminals and start
Right?
your treatment now.
Shit. You can't buy it because it's spinning, so I can't, like, really grab it. Aha!
I'm afraid I contact you asked you to leave.
Just a friendly reminder that no matter your health status,
Grab it and
just by being here, you're already taking
store it.
an important step on the road to wellness.
This is the way to do it. Just buy it off the spinning thing.
Please come to storage room 3 right now. Security to storage room 3.
Oh my god. Put it in my... He looks like he's threatening somebody with it. Just put it in here. Oh my gosh. Just go ahead and throw it in the bag.
Kelto RX. Feel better
In the
and
backpack.
safe.
Not the most important person in the verse. There are other people waiting.
Oh my god. Just put it in your
If you wanna see
inventory.
a green and black carryall, please contact the front desk. Dr. Bolin, you want it in recovery? Dr. Bolin, you need...
Dude! Where's my stuff? Oh my gosh. We're not gonna... This is gonna be the one hell of an adventure today.
Looking to improve your health? At Kelto RX, medicine isn't
outside
only
my
about
area of
healing.
expertise.
This game is no longer
Ask your med tech about
bottlenecked
optional medical services.
by the client.
Feel better, save yours.
I will make sure that a manager contacts you. Please
Okay,
step
yeah.
back. There are other people
Give me
waiting.
a second.
Oh. Is there some drama going on here?
But no matter your health status, just by being here, you're already taking important
You don't mind if I use your terminal?
Attention, emergency staff. Got an
Yeah,
accident
not a
inbound.
chance of that
3 big
happening.
ones, please stand by.
We're pretty much out of luck.
These are the least helpful medical staff.
This is a reminder that patients and guests are not allowed in the
Fine.
staff lounge.
I'll let my manager know. I'll send you a
The
call or
family
something.
of patient Beth Taggart.
She's literally
Please
talking to
contact
herself.
Dr. Hood. Thanks.
Alright, well, let's go see if we can pick up guns and ammo. It seems like we can't really do it without picking them off the rack. That might be the way we get things done. We don't have a med gun. We're gonna see if we can survive without it. Okay, whatever server is running the elevators is still working fine. That's good. Whatever server is running the NPCs seems to be okay, except some of them are stuck back here. I don't even want to think about the bar. The bar is probably the worst thing to try. Inventory is still reliant on back-end services. There's the store for clothes. This is kind of a maze of useless hallways. Starchitect can't come soon enough. Juice bar, great. Okay, that doesn't help. Another bunch of dead ends. Wow, this is a useless station. Juice bars and pizza. One bar, so you can drink. They just kind of roll dice to go see what kind of services this place is gonna have. And the best they could do is a bar, pizza, which doesn't even sell pizza. Maybe over here? Okay, useless locker, dead end there. Dead end here.
What's up with you?
Wow. Unless I'm missing something. Administration. Good. Okay. Just so you guys know. Microtech L5 is one of the least useful stations in the galaxy. I mean, does it go anywhere here? Does this go to anything? Let's throw on a helmet. You never know. There could be a lack of oxygen. This gigantic hallway leads to another dead end. The Habs and basically a ramen shop. This is kind of like I'm trying to think like how Diablo dungeons are kind of procedurally generated. These are sort of like procedurally generated in sort of in a logical fashion. Right, where the fuck the heck? It's sort of like we let it randomize where it put things and we just sort of signed off on it after we discovered that it basically put just a bunch of random things in random areas and without any methodology of why things are where they are. Yeah, don't go to Microtech L5. Best advice is probably to go to Pyro and just do everything over there. Alright, we're gonna get gas. Go to Pyro. We're not gonna do it in Stanton. We're gonna do it in Pyro.
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green.
Fuel. Best thing to do.
Quantum fuel at 100%.
Do all your services in the opposite in the system where nobody else is. Okay, we're looking good, looking good. Now, let's go ahead and switch our destination to not here, but the Stanton Gateway. The Stanton Gateway to Pyro. Gonna be a long journey.
Shields offline.
48 gigameters. Here we are wearing our Red Festival gear. We got our Red Festival Calvin helmet, Red Festival undersuit, and we've got Voyager gear to complete the look. While we're flying, let's go ahead and take a look around the ship. Kind of a miracle that we can do this without getting thrown out of our ship at the moment. Behind the cockpit, we've got our crew quarters, which is just for me. None of the components are physicalized yet, unfortunately, so the best we can do is a fire extinguisher for the things that we don't even know if we can extinguish. Believe these are supposed to be components? Maybe there's supposed to be components up here, but CIG hasn't updated the ship yet. Maybe there's components supposed to be back here, or here, or here. Just a whole lot of things. Interesting that this is called RS-232, which is sort of a electronic, or it's sort of a device for regular telecommunications. Maybe these will someday be something. And hopefully they physicalize the door buttons so we don't have simply floating Fs. Sorry guys, nothing to stream snipe here at the moment. You're just gonna have to wait till later. Okay. How far are we from our destination?
75.
Now, looking at our reputation, if you look at CFP, trying to get our rep so that we can get a normal rep. I'm not sure. The reputation here doesn't make any damn sense at all. It's so, it's actually so generic, I don't know what any of it means, you know?
50%.
There's still sort of a very play school feel to the whole Moby-Glass. Like, I don't know, it feels very my first Figma drawing. Am I in D-Town? ¿Qué pasó? All right. Let's actually slow it down here. We do not want to be going too quick. Roll the ship to prepare for flight. Am I in Denver? Oh, I am not in Denver. Is there an explanation for why I would possibly be in Denver? Okay, ships are looking, I wouldn't say abandoned, but there's nothing unusual about the ships here. So we were going to continue on our thing. It said that on my About Me page? I am literally trying to figure out where it would, We're upside down. Okay, it's flipping it over. No, I'm not legendary. I'm actually in California. And, I'm actually kind of dreading the fact that the forecasts are saying that this week it's going to feel more like summer. And I'm like, no, please, I don't want it to be like summer. Why can't we have a proper winter at some point? You know, I just want it to be cold for a little while. Let's go, buddies. All right, the system has shot open the jump point. It's It's making it's creating that gaping opening. Bring us in. Engage. Here we go, here we go. Let's try and get through this. Easy, easy, don't hit those walls. Don't collide with anything, don't collide. It's so crazy, it's so crazy, it's so... Don't go towards the light. Oh, what the hell is that? Is there like asteroids here? We're here. We survived. My goodness. Okay, let's refuel and regroup. Now, the main station here, we can pick up some supplies, so let's do that. Now that we're on a completely different server, that should allow us to maybe better performance. On the stream schedule, Legendary Slowpoke, I'm gonna need to redo that because of my time zone. And looking at the current workload that I've got this week and probably the next following weeks. Okay, let's go ahead and... Are we good? Are we good? Why do I feel like maybe because CIG is only dedicating 2 servers to this part of the galaxy? Maybe that could explain. Like, well, Stanton is handicapped for this reason. And then other parts of the galaxy are handicapped because we don't give enough server resources to them. Okay. I'm just trying to get a place to park, buddy. I could go slum it over here. In fact, we could do that right now and just get gas at least, if nothing else is working. So let's do... Let's see if that'll work for now. The hell is that?
Landing complete.
Let's see if we can refuel. That's good.
Quantum fuel at 100%.
Good. That works. However, in terms of actual hangar, I'm not seeing anything. Come on, guys. Give me something. Nothing? All right. The ultimate check. Well, I can't It says we're hovering around 19 to 20 server FPS. Okay, there's something we could do. Let's try this. Screw it.
Landing gear deployed.
It's not ideal. Got to do what I gotta do to make things right. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, that's what I get for putting it in decoupled mode. Fuck.
Landing complete.
My bad.
Engines offline.
Right. If we can't land the usual way, I'm gonna have to do it this way. Let's hope the elevators at least work. So far, so good. Now, maybe here we can pick up, you know, a usable set of weapons and some ammo, maybe a med gun, maybe. Just getting a little pessimistic about our chances of getting anything working. Server performance is bad here also.
Let me see what I can do.
Forget that stress. Just relax. Everyone here at Telltale RX, medicine isn't
boy.
only about healing. It's about being your best.
I'm sorry.
Ask your med tech
Unfortunately,
about
there's
optional
nothing I can
medical
do about
services.
Come on.
I'll alert a manager to your situation. They'll contact
Come
you
on,
later.
please. Okay, we got a paramed gun.
I'm afraid I'm going
Good.
to ask you to leave.
An accident inbound. It's a pretty big one, so team stand by.
Let's go try to get to... Okay, well, let's go pull inventory now. Come on. Give me working inventory, please. Very interesting. Look at the processing moves. There's like billions or something amount of items that have to be processed for inventory. It's like lagged beyond belief. Okay, if you need to do anything in the game right now, if you are making any purchases, either put it directly on you, or put it, or you know, like literally equip it or mount it or put it in your bag, because I don't think you should put anything in local inventory. It's not going to work. Like literally, if you're going to buy like a gun, get it from the wall. It doesn't seem to want to, I mean, I don't know. Let's see if we can get hell. I'm gonna go put bro, just put it in my backpack at this point. Just give me a P8SC. It won't even quick buy. What the hell is going on? Not enough. Oh my shit. Great. Okay. How about... I don't know what's happening. Holy shit. How about giving me a bunch of... Yeah, how about a... Put this in my backpack. Give me some... Give me an optic. Waiting for a pending result. ASOP is still functional? I don't know what just happened. Failed waiting for pending result. What in the frick is going on? Okay, so I'm trying to buy something. I think it was... I'm not sure if the game is still trying to find me a place to to land my ship, which is outside. Oh my god. Okay, can I buy...
Good purchase.
Did I have a good purchase? You tell me. I don't even know if I did get it. What is happening here? I want that. I don't even know what's happening right now. I'm not getting a prompt. I want that. It's maybe it is a good idea. Like maybe you can hold off for now.
Smart buy.
What? What is a smart buy? I don't even know what happened. Put this in my backpack. How about some... It is unclear what is happening right now. Put it in my backpack, please. Okay. I have no idea what I bought. If I think I got ammo. I'll go wait for my inventory to load. Holy smokes. It's not good. Anybody know what's happening? No, I think we all know what's going on. Free fly is still going on. The servers are absolutely melting at this point. Inventory is no good. So it is unclear if anything is doing something. So for Legendary, I gotta say, I don't think I'm gonna be able to run anything right now because it is actually dangerous to do anything right now. And even if I was to try to do something, interacting with objects does not seem like it's gonna happen. So guess what? We're not gonna do this anymore. We're not. We are going to do something else. For at least a little bit. Oh, what do we got? Okay, at 249.
How's it going?
Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Folks, what we are gonna do now is we're gonna switch. That's right, boys and girls, we are switching. Unfortunately, because Star Citizen is basically falling apart right now. Yeah. I mean, you could probably pick up things. You could probably pick up objects, but good luck trying to like take it out of your inventory or even compare anything. It's just like what is the command? I'm looking for the command here. Here. Bot. The command is miscellaneous. Ah, here. Yes. And let's go out with I must understand. Okay, we are switching. Guys, we're gonna just like blip the stream and switch because I don't think this is gonna work out. I don't want to subject you guys to like an unworking inventory. So check back with us in about 60 seconds. We're switching games and we are going to be fighting for managed democracy, invading the planet of Cyberstan. And I am confident this time we're going to do much better. I'm not afraid of those bots anymore. I'm feeling good. I feel like we're going to die less than 1,000 times today. Yes, game switch. That's right, Ferg. We're gonna play something that actually works for right now. I think the best thing right now, if anybody's trying to like consume Star Citizen content, is to wait till tomorrow or whatever Free Fly is over, because the whole Star Citizen experience is like right now hung up, unfortunately. So I'll see you guys in 60 seconds. Okay. Peace. Check the vibe. Yeah, go see what everybody's saying right now. The back-end servers are completely imploding at the moment. All right, we'll be back. Here we go.